In the 2023 World Baseball Classic, star closer Edwin Diaz suffered a season-ending knee injury while celebrating the final out of a game versus the Dominican Republic. How are players like him cleared to play in the tournament, and what happens to them if they get hurt? Players that are actively on MLB 40-man rosters need special approval through an independent insurance company to be able to play in the WBC. This insurance company reviews the player's medical history, injury records, and does a physical on the player to determine how much of a risk that player is at by participating in the tournament. If they are deemed insurable, they are allowed to participate in the tournament, and in case of an injury, their MLB salary for the time they're injured is covered by the insurance company. But if it's deemed the risk is too high, for example, maybe a player's coming off Tommy John surgery, they're uninsurable and their salary wouldn't be covered in the case of an injury, which almost always results in the player not being cleared to participate, as the MLB team would then be liable for the player's salary during that time they're hurt. Circling back to Puerto Rico and the Mets closer Edwin Diaz, when he got hurt in the 2023 World Baseball Classic, he still got paid his salary, and not by the Mets, by that insurance company, due to the fact that he was cleared to play and deemed insurable. Clayton Kershaw stated several times that he'd love to get the chance to represent Team USA at the WBC, but was never deemed insurable, likely due to his high salary and injury history. Back in 2023, when Ohtani participated in the WBC, he was making about half the salary he is now, and at that time had only undergone one Tommy John surgery, but now he's gotten two, so there's a decent chance that he'd be considered too great of a risk to be insurable as a two-way player. However, he's the greatest player in baseball at the moment and would likely have the provisions to cover his own salary or have a sponsor help him out with it if he suffered an uninsured injury. Also, there's a chance that he would just be cleared as a designated hitter. So I believe one way or another we'll be seeing Ohtani play for Samurai Japan coming next March. While the World Baseball Classic is growing in popularity, there's still a lot of lesser known information about the event, so I wanted to share the process with you all since it's been an event that hasn't included all the biggest stars in the past, most likely for reasons like this. Already ahead of 2026, we've seen more big names commit than ever, including Paul Skeens, Aaron Judge, Cal Raleigh, and more. Hopefully more of these players will be covered so that we can see all of baseball's best participate in the WBC next March. Thank you all for watching. We also have a baseball podcast that's every Tuesday and Friday right here and on Spotify if you want more baseball action. If you enjoyed it, please consider subscribing. Thanks, and see you all in the next one.